friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is Franziska and today I want to make a short video about a topic that is really important to me and to share my point of view, and that is beauty. A topic that was really influential in my life, to say the least. And I want to share my perspective on that for those, especially my sisters out there, who are dealing with this topic the whole life. Like since we were kids, we were dealing with this thing called beauty, right? And if you still believe that the more beautiful you are, the more happy you will be, or that you have this hairstyle, you will feel better, or you get this guy because you get more beautiful and then you will feel more fulfilled, you have this relationship and you get in a better shape, you will feel more confident, and then because you feel more confident, you will get other things, a better job and all this kind of stuff. I'm telling you, like seriously, from my experience, it is a lie. And it's probably one of the biggest lies told in our world today. Not just today, like decades and centuries. Is this lie, this superficial beauty will somehow make you happy. And it starts so early, right? When I was young, I think around 10 or something. This was the time when Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera came up. And we were all like, wow, oh my God, these like young ladies and also sexy and stuff. And I think at this time, I was so open to this idea of that we need to be beautiful. And I'm coming from a family lineage from women. They were really beautiful, but I'm not saying anything in this video to brag. Like seriously, I would not have the need to make this video just to brag. I would just leave it alone. But in a more narcissistic way. So I was growing up with a narcissistic mother and with a narcissistic grandmother, and beauty was hated and admired. And the more I learn about it and the more I see the deception behind it, the more I see how I was deceived to believe the lie that the more beautiful I would be fulfilled, or this emptiness inside that I felt from the traumatic circumstances I'm coming from would be somehow erased, or this hole would be filled. So I went really deep down the dark path. So I really know what I'm talking about here. I came to a point where I almost took my own life. And this is not just because of the pursuit of beauty. It's of course many other things, but this is all lies from the devil. The lies, the whispering in your ear. You need to do this. You need to be more beautiful. You're going to be the most beautiful woman in the room, and then you're going to feel all powerful. And I'm personally, I think, a good victim to that, because the abuse I experienced at home, also targeting my self-worth. You know, narcissistic abuse is always targeting your self-worth. You've made feel inadequate in any way, be it your character or your look. And my look was always a goal for shaming. Like I was body shamed at home, like called fatty. And my skin, when I came to certain family members, they were like scanning my skin and then like with this pitiful look, your skin looked better once. Okay, just come in. And I was standing there like, what the fuck? This sounded like kind of a caring thing, but it was actually a shaming. And this is what narcissists do. They kind of do this, especially covert narcissists. They do this kind of covert things, and they say something that kind of sounds nice, but it's actually making you feel like shit in the end. So, and I had like bad skin when I think when I turned 12 and 13, I developed like really bad skin. So I was mocked in that for school. And I didn't even realize until like 1 year or 2 years ago when I read my old journal that I was mocked for my bad skin in school. I completely erased that from my memory. I was like, what? I didn't even remember that. And even my family members, they were mocking me all the time, calling me names and about my skin. I don't want to repeat them here to not give people the chance to laugh about it. But so this whole beauty topic, and you have to be beautiful. And when you were not beautiful, you were like pitied and like, are you sick? Are you okay? Like, and this pitiful look that especially narcissists have, because they hate weakness, they hate ugliness, they hate that, they want to destroy it. So they feel more powerful and they give you this look and all the bad comments. And then of course you feel really weak, and when you're 12 and you're 13, you're like, okay, apparently you need to be beautiful and sexy. That's all that matters here in this world, I think. So then I went down to this dark path, and I can just tell you, sisters and even like brothers or whoever thinks that beauty is something that needs to be attained in order to fill some kind of emptiness, it will create the opposite. You will feel more empty, you will feel more depressed. You change the hairstyle, you change your nails, you change your eyelashes, whatever, you do even beauty procedures or whatever. It lasts for 1 hour or 1 week maybe, the effect, and then you feel, and I have to admit, you feel even more empty afterwards, because you realize it's not doing the job, it's not giving you the fulfillment, it's not giving you the thing that you're craving for, this feeling of being loved and being adequate and being enough, right? It doesn't give you that. When you remember all the things that you have done for your superficial beauty, it never gave you this sense of fulfillment that we are all, or were all craving, and especially when we had trauma in our life and we are feeling deeply shameful inside, and our self-worth is shattered and just, it's sometimes not even existent anymore. So what I want to tell you in this video, first I want to tell you it's a lie. You will not feel better. I had, now I'm 38. Back in the day, I think, I don't know, I was like 25 or something. I had seriously times in my life where so many men were telling me, and I'm not saying that to brag. They were telling me, you are the most beautiful woman that I've ever seen. And these were empty words. I did not feel anything, like nothing. It didn't mean anything to me. It was like, I heard it, but it's like, why doesn't it have any effect? Or all the men giving me all these compliments about how I move and how I am, and about, it's all superficial stuff. And the thing is, what I really want to emphasize here is that deep down in our heart, we know it's superficial. And we also know the guy or the man actually our heart wants. And we see all these superficial guys, of course, they're standing in the line waiting to get to the beautiful woman, and like, oh, you're so beautiful, because you are a trophy for them. You don't matter to them in your core. So, and you really feel that. And the paradox thing is, the more you get that attention, the more empty you feel, because you're like, this cannot be. It's like, I'm so beautiful now, and I am everything that I always wished to be, in the superficial standards. And this creates even more of this shame and this feeling of something must be really inherently wrong with me, that even now when I'm so beautiful, and I remember me being on the world trip and having beautiful guys and money on my bank account, I was traveling, and the emptiness inside, guys, I wish to every person who still thinks that beauty is the goal, or that somehow makes you happy, to get there, to see it's not it. The same like money, fame, all these kind of superficial things, it's even creating more suffering, because you feel the emptiness in it. You realize it's like sand running through your fingers, and you're like, and then it kind of strengthens that unconscious belief that you have that something must be really wrong with you, because how can you not be happy when you like have everything you ever wanted, right? So it creates this downward spiral, and you always trying to overcompensate. So it does, because you feel like it doesn't work, and you overcompensate. You want to be more athletic. You want to be more nicer hair, but you really realize it's not it. And I'm not saying that taking care of the body is a different thing. Like, I'm putting oil in my hair, for example, because I like my hair to be in a healthy way, especially with the dry air and all this kind of stuff. But taking care of our body, and I know that now because I know the difference between how I was back in the day and how I'm now to myself, how I feel towards myself. It's like black and white. Taking care is a different thing, but how you do it. You do it to prove something to somebody. You're taking, like, would you do oil in your hair even if you would not leave the house? Would you put some stuff on your skin even if you would not leave the house? Or you're just doing that for the outside validation? And also, really, what you have to keep in mind, my friends, is that the part of the deception of this worldly pleasure, beauty, fame, money, whatever kind of illusion is, there are industries behind it. So the beauty industry, I think, is one of the biggest industries in the world, always creating this sense of you need this to be more beautiful, you need this to be more beautiful. And we're getting bombarded in TV and social media and everything. And you have to be really alert and you have to wake up to that. And like, what is happening? What am I looking at? And like, and the advertising is crazy. I don't have a TV for years. And when I'm seeing a TV, I'm like, whoa, it's insane. And you have to wake up to the lie. It's a lie. You will never get what you want from the beauty. Never. The beauty that you crave so much will come automatically when you care about your deepest inner heart, when you care about your purpose, when you care about your character, building your character, having a pure heart, a connection to God, being a decent human being, being kind. Your eyes will change, they will open, you will feel this self-worth, and then you didn't even care if anybody else finds you beautiful because you're looking in the mirror and you're like, oh, hello, there you are, and you don't even really care anymore. And this is what I want to tell you in this video, that please wake up to the lie that beauty or anything superficial will ever make you happy, because so many from these things I had, and I was deeply depressed. So it cannot be it, right? And I'm not like a special human being. We are all the same. We are all wanting love. We are all wanting to feel fulfilled and feeling this sense of purpose in our life, and we're feeling a sense of belonging in all this, our deepest needs, right? So if it didn't work the job for me, it will not do the job for anybody, the being beauty. And if they say they are happy, then usually it's fake. And you can see it's fake. If you're really honest, you can usually see, yeah, I don't know, all these celebrities out there, and they're going crazy with plastic surgery. I'm like, they're completely losing the truth. And I can understand, because I went this path, not this far, fortunately, thank to God, but I went this path, and I came really, really far in this path. Like, I went to all these kind of dirty parties, and like beauty was everything that counted, like sexiness and all this like fleshly pleasure things. And I was deeply involved in all that. Still in Zurich in 2017, 18. But this was also the time when my suffering came to a peak. And I was like, what am I doing here? Like, what am I doing here? And I had a revelation. Guys, which will shock you. I was standing in front of the mirror. I was looking in the mirror. I was like, I'm not even sure if it was after my first ayahuasca experience or before. Maybe even before. I was standing in front of the mirror, and I was looking, and like, this is not gonna last. It's not gonna last. And we all know it's not gonna last. We act like there's something to be achieved, even if we age, that somehow in the future will make us happy. But it's not gonna last. We are building on ice, we're building on sand when we are putting effort, putting money just in our superficial beauty. Drop it, leave it alone. The beauty will come by itself. Don't care about your beauty. Care about the health of your body. Take care of the health of your teeth, of course, your skin. It's important to care for this vessel we have here on this planet Earth. But don't use it as an identity to feel having this sense of self-worth in this mask you're wearing. It's just gonna make you suffer. I promise you, it's just gonna make you suffer. So yeah, I think that was what I was gonna tell you today on this topic. If you're interested in that, if you wanna hear more stories, or you wanna talk about your path of beauty, maybe what you have been experiencing in this regard, let me know in the comments. Leave a like, and yes, then I'm seeing you in the next video, my dear friends. And take good care of yourself. You know, a good cup of tea, a nice ceremonial cacao, some nice rituals at home with your candles. The self-love, that you create for yourself, will create more beauty than any skin procedure stuff, eyelashes, nails stuff in the world. Seriously. You can tell me I'm crazy, but I know it because I have experienced the whole path, and I'm talking from experience. So yeah, this is it, my guys. I wish you a beautiful day. I'm gonna hike a bit further and get a little bit more sun on my skin, because I'm kind of a sun deprived. We just have like 4 hours of sun here now in Switzerland. So yes, I'm really happy to be out in nature. And in that sense, I'm wishing you a nice time, and see you in the next video, my dears. Namaste.